Hey there, guys. We've got news for Global for September 7th. And this week, joining me to discuss this exciting banner is Tidis again. So you can say hello, Tidis.
Hello, everyone. Back for episode 4, A New Hope. Hello.
A New Hope. So are we hopeful about the collaboration with Cool Moves Addison Rae? This is our unit for the week.
Oh, absolutely. This is the one everyone's been looking forward to. I'm glad we finally got another Addison Rae. We got the free one. She was already amazing as is, but now we get a chance to spend our hard-earned lapis on a new Addison Rae unit. I for one could not be happier.
I mean, hey, the older one, the free one, I used her in the rank 1 Clash of Wills. So that means she's got to be meta, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That 300% SLB stat was just so overpowered. I don't know what Gummy were thinking.
Oh my god. So here you go. Here is your immediate, right away intro to the unit. They're basically giving her away. Not free. It does cost what? I didn't even add it up. 27,000 for a guaranteed copy, and that usually means something. And what does that usually mean, Tidis?
Unfortunately, for everything I've been saying, it normally means that the unit's terrible and they're trying to give it away.
Yes, they try to tempt you like, oh, the unit is basically guaranteed with really cheap, if you can call 27,000 really cheap. But yeah, so other Grand Slam winners that had this format was like the one we just had, Grand Couture Ayaka. We had Albed Riku. We had Final Fantasy IV Lastwell, Final Fantasy I Rain. All of these units you see all the time, constantly on like meta useful teams, right?
Yep, all the time. I'm glad I off-banned these guys. I don't know why I didn't pull on their actual banners. But yeah, it's good to have them in the game.
Oh my god. And then now we have Cool Moves Addison Rae. So let's take a look at the unit. So she's an SLB unit with an SLB that reduces light resist, fist in peril, and deals damage. Her TMR is 30% HP, 50% attack, and 100% fill rate. And her STMR...
Very strong.
Very strong. And her STMR is 75 attack, 50 defense, 14 spirit, 500 flat to herself, 15 evasion, and normal attack hits 4 times. Now you might be wondering why I'm going into so much detail about this unit. And then the preview skills, boost light damage, 1 use every 4 turns, some self buffing, etc. So, if those of you that follow the game closely think all of this sounds familiar, why is this familiar to us, Tidis?
Oh, I mean, it shouldn't be familiar to us but some people who play the Japanese version might be familiar to us.
So we had the same thing happen last month, where they took an old, outdated unit from an old Dragon Quest collaboration and copied the kit onto Kier. And we know how well Kier turned out. Well, we're doing it again. Here is Yao, the Dragon Quest unit. Let's take a look at Yao's TMR. 50% attack, 30% HP, 100% fill rate. That looks strikingly familiar to this one. How about the STMR? 75 attack, 50 defense, 14 spirit, normal attack 4 times, 15 evasion, 500 flat. Yeah, you get the idea.
And 75 attack on an accessory is very strong to start with as well. So fantastic.
STMR, in fact. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm not going to go into every single thing, but every single thing they previewed is literally just a copy of this old Dragon Quest unit that is pretty, just like the unit Kier was copied from, not very impressive. So the unit just doesn't really... And here's again, the cooldown, exact same thing as the preview. Yeah. It's just...
So if you were hoping out for that previewed light amp skill to be something decent, nah, it's probably going to be 30%.
30%. Now the unit does have a 150, one-time use. I would hope that Addison does as well. Here's the wonderful kit. Just like
And hopefully she's got a bit stronger. Maybe they up the modifiers. Did they up the modifiers for Kia? I don't even
they
remember.
did. They added slightly higher, didn't they? I think they did. I can't even swear to it. I think they. No, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. They actually added some morale scaling to Kier, so he does do slightly
Okay.
more damage in Clash of Wills. And they're doing the same thing with Addison. They are where's the SLB? Morale scaling. So they're making her morale scaling, so she is going to deal some morale damage in Clash of Wills, just like Kier is. But
And we remember where he was on your spreadsheet.
and if you look at the look at this kit, like this is of course this is the JP unit. They very well may tweak things, they may add things, they may take away things. We don't know. They may adjust things in the kit, but like the JP unit that she is extremely obviously copied from is just bare bones, nothing here, nothing here. And then the SLB is just your very generic weapon and peril and damage dealing, and yeah. Yeah. So
I feel like a bit of a letdown that I didn't manage to keep this whole facade of pretending she's an amazing unit, but here we are.
I mean, like just I don't understand this. I don't understand this because they did the same thing with Kier. I at least feel like Kier wasn't a very popular week. I don't know. I don't have access to their actual numbers. Maybe Kier was an amazing unit. They thought it was so well. Let's do it again. So I don't know. Like, well, how do you feel about them just taking a skipped, very very out of date unit that was just bad from day one, and now they're bringing it over to global? They're just changing the sprite. How do you feel about that, Tidis?
Well, it is disappointing because at a certain point, I don't want to be looking at these new weeks and just being like, "Oh, here we go, another skip week." It's like we had at the start, on anniversary, we had Elena and Richt, and they were Elena. I'm not going to say was amazing, but she's good. She's got the 750 leader, and then Richt is amazing, and then since then, it's just largely been skips. Like some have been decent. It's like nothing.
We had
Malphasey,
Malphasey, who I
Malphasey. Sorry,
yeah, she was
I
good.
pulled for Malphasey. Sorry, forgot about Malphasey. Sorry, Malphasey. But I feel like I'm skipping a lot more. Like my Lapis counter's getting bigger than it normally ever would do. So I'm like, it just seems like there's so many bad units rolling out. It just doesn't make me excited for the week ahead. Just like, oh, here we go. And well, we've got a rerun event we're going to talk about. Excited for that.
Oh yeah.
It's just it's very underwhelming.
I know, same thing for me. Like, people that have watched my channel for a long time, they know I normally pull on a minimum of, 1 unit per month. Sometimes more. Like, for example, Flaring Rain, I pulled for him plus whatever class unit it was. I pulled for both units on anniversary. And I'm happy to do that. I am happy to pull all the way when the units are good and exciting. But, like you say, it's like they're just putting out just one terrible after another. Like, we had the anniversary, which, as you say, Elena's good to decent. Richt, God tier. And then we had Malphasey, who I would also rate very high up there, like a 4 out of 5. She has some small problems, but still, great unit overall. And then from there, it's just like, we just fell off a cliff. It's like we go to Kier, who is just a joke of a meme, and then we go to Elaspiris, who is like, it's not super useless, but pretty freaking weak. And then
the thing about Elaspiris is that unless you're like complete oblivious to the JP version, we know we lost good breakers, so Elaspiris can exist, and it just hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the other thing is Wondrous Flash Lightning, who certainly great unit, even got upgraded. She's a very good unit. But then on the other side of the coin, they jacked the price up with her, so I skipped her too. Like, I would have happily pulled for her on the normal premium prices. Like, if she had been the same price as like the past 15 premiums we've had, Deoxys, Laswell. Actually, Laswell was cheap, actually. Flaring Rain. I don't know. I can't think of all the top of my head. Richt, etc. I would have gone for Lightning too, because she got clash upgrades. I love that kind of stuff, but they jacked the price up on her. It's like, I skipped her too. What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't see the justification for that at all. They just kind of did it like, oh, there you go, whatever. It's a hyped unit. Go pull for her. Don't worry about the price.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, exactly like you say. It's like I'm just not pulling at this point. I haven't pulled on a unit in like literally since Malphasy. So how long has that been? 2 months at this point?
Yeah, it's been about that. It just, you know, it's exciting to pull, and when that's the whole point of a gacha game. If you're not pulling, what is exactly the point? I mean, I suppose we're getting those free pulls coming this week that might, satisfy our lust for pulling, but it it's just, what is the point of a gacha game if you're not pulling?
Exactly. And like, I want to pull. I would be happy to pull if they just didn't push me away as a customer, and that's what frustrates me. Like, I'm not going to pull for recycled, out-of-date skipped units. I'm not going to pull for something that you just jack the price up arbitrarily, Like, it's frustrating. It really is.
It is. It is. Oh dear. It's like they jack up the price, and I don't think they've been giving us extra lapis either. So we've just got the same amount, but we've got to spend more. I guess we're getting inflation in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess here's Cool Moves Addison Rae.
I hope we sold her for you. I hope you're very excited for her after all this.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, the disclaimer. All we're going on is the previewed information. So, again, she may have a 250 amplifier in her kit. I'm sure she doesn't, but I'm just saying, if come Thursday, she has all these global upgrades that make her much better than the template she's obviously copied from, then wonderful. I'll be looking at her kit on, Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, depending on your time zone, and we'll see what global did to her.
And if I'm gonna, after all that, if I'm gonna say one nice thing about her, I guess she has a good vision card for a non-premium.
Let's take a look at the vision card. So who is that's supposed to be Rain, I guess, and like casual clothing?
I guess that's upside down Rain. Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, well that's kind of interesting that cosplay Rain or whatever, dressing like the real world.
Of course, the demon killer's a bit whatever because it's demon killer, but
yeah, no, the
Reaper killer's rare.
Yeah, the vision cards, it's fine, it's decent. No percent stats on it, just 2 killers, 100% each, not restricted, and the attack power is unrestricted, 140 attack. Sure, vision cards fine. I'd probably only use this specifically if I'm fighting an undead or a Reaper, but if I am, I can definitely see this have some value. I wouldn't pull for it.
It didn't say anything about her being limited, right? So she's going to be in the pool for us to, off banner later,
my God.
of course.
Is she? I seriously doubt it because it's a collaboration. But let's look real quick. No. She's right here. She's only in the EX pool for the first week, meaning she's limited. Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so we're gonna lose out on her forever. Sad times.
Yeah. Now her banner, the banner itself, does last for a long time. It lasts
until my birthday.
Until November 1st. So the banner, if you decide to go back for her later, is going to be here for a really long time. But you can only get her in EX tickets the first week.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'm not having like a joy high on my birthday and decide, I'm going to pull for Addison Rae on the final day.
Well, maybe she's amazing. Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be my birthday present to me. I'll pull for Addison Rae.
And then the event for the week. Oh wait, there is no event for the week. It's a recycled dungeon. So it's
rerun, guys.
Rerun. Yep. I think this was the what's it called? The Dark Lineage Mog King or farming event, whatever. So.
Yeah, probably.
Run it again. Not much more to say.
So what? Oh, dear. All right, get to run this again. Get some free stuff. Dip out.
And that's basically it. That's like all the content for the week. There is some other small things. Daisy, that no one uses, is getting a few enhancements. And then so is the 4-star Celestia. She's getting a better in Thunder spell. Yep. So, yay.
So she can imbue. So instead of just imbuing, one person, she gets to imbue everyone.
So, amazing upgrades. Now, where are the other upgrades we're supposed to be getting or we're overdue for? For example, Medina, Corley,
Oh
Edge,
no.
Bart's, just, the list goes on and on. There's so many other skipped Neovision upgrades that we're overdue for at this point, but we're getting Celestia instead. So, yay.
It's that point where you transition from maybe they're just delaying it because there's some other unit coming out and like, oh, maybe they just skipped them.
Some of them definitely seem skipped, like Edge, for example. Just seems he's like a year late at this point, so he's probably just super skipped. Corley, I would imagine, is still potentially only delayed because he's basically a better breaker than Elaspiris. And I'm not even kidding you. People are going to be like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm dead freaking serious. Corley with crowns is a better breaker than Elaspiris because he does the exact same breaks and about 5 times her damage. So yeah, there you go. But he does not have a field.
And he'd only be good in global because we've skipped Cater and who knows about Vanilla at this point? She's still due. We're still due a Final Fantasy 13 raid, so she might just be coming like next week or something.
It's possible. It's possible. And then the last thing is the player vote. We voted for this a few weeks ago. Now it's been implemented, so you get a free weekly summon per week, 15 summons with a guaranteed Neo, which is nice.
How many summons? Oh, 10 weeks. Oh, what? 10 weeks? So they're giving us those new Envy summon Bs for each pull, and only 10 weeks. So we're not going to get enough for a full pull because you need 15, right?
You do, and there is only 10. That is hilariously true. Unless we're getting more than one per pull, which I doubt. No, we're getting just one. So yeah, literally players can't use this.
So the only other way you can get those B tickets is if you spend a lot of summon coins, right?
On Lightning, yes. Now I would assume that going forward they're going to keep reusing these. So I guess over time you can build them up. For example, I would just assume that they're going to probably be on the next premium banners, which by the JP schedule would be Roka, Tidis, Locke, etc. going forward. They're probably going to be on those banners as well. So I guess you can build them up over time. So that's nice, I guess.
I may eventually be able to do one of these pulls before end of service.
But that's literally it. That is it for the week. There is nothing. There's Addison, which is I'm assuming going to be a skip. We'll know for sure on Thursday. A rerun event that most of us have already done, and Awakenings for Celestia. That's the whole content for the week.
Unfortunate. More time to focus on last week's content.
Actually, no, you can't really, because last week was Clash of Wills, and that's closing in 2 days. So there's going to be nothing next week. Yeah, Vision of Rome is already closed. Clash of Wills is going to be gone, so there's going to be nothing to do next week.
I suppose I was talking more about myself. I haven't done Garuda or the Sealed Tower yet.
Oh, you mean the Trials? Yeah, those will still be there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Time for me not to be lazy.
Not much more to say. I don't know. This is just
a
completely dead week. Yay.
No, yay. Woo!
You know what frustrates me, though? Is in the past, when they've done these like pop star collaborations, Katy Perry, Ariana, etc., even if the units have not been super great, at the very least, they brought really good gear. Like, which one was it? Was it Katy or Ariana that had the upgrade package? Katy, right?
That was AI Katy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the upgrade package, that was, like, amazing for years. And I regretted skipping that so long. And then Ariana, the 7-star, that was the gotcha one. It was a bad unit, but I remember her STMR was like, it wasn't great, but it was like usable at the time. And then we have this, like, this is just straight trash. this STMR. Like,
Is.
even if it was a free item, I still wouldn't use it. Like, really? I don't
It's like
get it.
I guess if you pull Addison, she'll use it because it's her most. Well, it depends what her passives are for using her STMR. Because even if she doesn't need to use it, it's probably not that great for her.
Well, for her, it gives 500 attack power for her only. So that is
Yeah, I suppose
that's good for her. That's going to be better than Clash of Wills.
Just about.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, it means you can just give like the Clash rings to someone else rather than wasting on her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's all there is to say. Thanks for
exciting.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. So always happy to talk about exciting news like this.
Indeed. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you guys for nothing next week because there's literally nothing to do. See you then.
See you later.